Okay, hello class. This is Mr. Hine, and if you're watching this video, you are looking for the iMovie tutorial. So bear with me here because I'm learning a lot of this stuff along with you. Okay, so in your movie groups for this project, I made it so that everyone has iMovie. At least one group member does. You will find this on your phone. It is this star app in the top right corner. Okay, so when we click on iMovie here, up at the top, you can be looking at videos that are in your library. You can be looking at projects that you've already worked on. You can even add them into your theater. What I need everyone to do is to go into projects right here, and on the top right of the screen, you're going to see a plus sign. I'm going to show you some very basic things about making a new project, so follow along with me and please click on Movie. So when we look at movies here, there are a bunch of different templates that you can work with. For our purposes, let's just keep it at simple, and then in the top right, you will see where it says you can create. Okay, so here is the basic format for iMovie. This is what you are looking at when you have not begun anything. I'll go over a few of the functions here. What I would like is if you see in the top right there where you see that little film icon with a music note, I would like you to click that. And what happens here is this opens it up to any media you have on your device. So what I have done is I have gone through and I have already done a very basic recording. I spun around in my home, in my apartment, and I have a 30 or so second video that I am going to select. So what you can do is whatever video you choose, you select it and you see this little down arrow and voila, you now have the movie queued up, the film or whatever. So to show you basically how boring this is, I'm not even going to show you the whole thing. This is literally just me spinning around in my apartment. Okay, so to begin, I just want to show you a few basic functions of what we can do here. Number one, whenever you want to edit your video, you simply touch it and you'll see that it highlights there in yellow for you. Okay, so the most basic thing that I think you guys may want to do is maybe you want to cut these things up. Okay, let's say for some reason that I didn't want this footage of my television. Okay, I would play the video up until this point. I would highlight it, and if you see at the bottom left, there is a scissors mark. Okay, and the scissors mark means when that is highlighted, we have all these options on the bottom right. It says split, detach, duplicate, delete. If you see when I highlight the speedometer, a different option goes up. So I'm going to go to these scissors and I'm going to say split. And if you'll notice here, I have created two different videos. Okay, so what I can do from there is I can keep on playing the video, and once the TV gets out of range, boom, boom, I pause. I can back that up a little even to right there, and I can hit split again, and I go back to this middle part. We said we didn't want it, and you see on the bottom right here, I hit delete. Now if we go back to the beginning, what we have here is I will spin around and all of a sudden, magically, my TV is gone from the movie. Okay, so there is one thing you can do with the splits. Another thing that you can do that is pretty cool, and you will need to do this for your project, is you can add text. If you see on the bottom left here again, there's this little T where we can add in some sort of text. Okay, so let's say we want to use this prism here, and for title text here, you can edit yourself, and let's call this sample video. Whoa, video. Okay, and we are done. And now when I go back and I hit play, you'll see that sample video shows up. Pretty cool. Okay. What else can we do on this? If we really want to, we can record audio over it. Okay, so let me get out of here. You'll see that there's this little microphone on the bottom right that's next to the camera and the wheel. You'll see this meter here. It has cancel, ready to record and record. You want to see those bars moving up. That means it can hear my voice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit play on my video, and then I'm going to hit record and sample video. Okay, so I was being a little silly there, but ideally, I'm going to accept this. Now when I hit play, we should hear my voice. Not too bad. Okay, now let's say that wasn't enough for you as far as the sound effects go. As far as sound goes, I'm getting ahead of myself, and you want to add sound effects. If you look at the bottom here, we are on the video portion. There are photos, and there is audio. You can add a theme music. What we want to do is we want to go here to sound effects, okay? So just for fun, let's add in a dog barking. Okay, we're going to hit the down arrow, and boom, right there, there's a dog barking. So now when I play this video, this is going to be out of control. Sample video. I've added text, I've added a recording, and I've even added a sound effect of a dog barking, okay? In addition to that, if you guys are recording this on your phone, you can go through your music library. Now, I don't have any music on my iPad, but if you did, you could go through there and you could play whoever you wanted. You could play any song on your computer over the music, okay? The last thing I want to show you, because I don't want this to go on for an hour, is what you can do with different videos. So if I go back to video and I go into my library of all, let me find a short little video I have on here. Here's one that is 10 seconds, taken of the district office. I can add videos in, and if I want to, I can drag them. If you hold down on it, you can drag it, and I can add different videos to each other. So now if I go back to the start, sample video. We have our sample video. This goes on to cutting out the TV. There's a silly dog bark. Let me speed this up for you. And then if I just play from here, it's going to finish in my apartment. And then all of a sudden, we've transitioned to another scene. So if you guys film one thing in one portion and one thing in another portion, as long as you have the video files together, it's very easy to edit around them. You'll notice these little icons in between the videos. These are transitions. You can click on them and you can have different ways that the videos function from one to the other. Okay, I know I said last thing, but there's one thing I forgot. Let's say for some reason in the middle of this video, you wanted to highlight it, you wanted to split it, and then because you are a crazy person, you can even go to images and you can take an image and you can smack that right in the middle. And what we have now is me filming through my kitchen into a picture of the district office back into my living room. Okay, so obviously what I have made here is a real mess of a video, but I wanted you to see some of the different functions on iMovie. Okay, I want you guys to use as many of these as possible and for you to really have fun with your project. Okay, come on in and ask me questions if there's other stuff you would like help with.